Okay, back on. Sorry about the technical failure there. I kicked the power cable out of the wall. What was I saying? I believe I was talking about Lone Revenant, and I believe I was just about getting to the end of my explanation that we don't want to reward somebody for realising their opponent's triggered a Lone Revenant incorrectly, waiting for them to take the card, waiting for them to put those cards on the bottom, and then calling them on it in order to get them a drawing extra cards penalty, which would be a game loss, instead of a whoops, you just triggered something you shouldn't have triggered kind of warning. So that's why Lone Revenant's a warning, whereas Scroll Thief, if you just drew the card when you weren't supposed to, is going to be just drawing extra cards. It's down to the ability that your opponent has to stop you committing the worse infraction. And if they had the opportunity, then you only get a warning. Now, having said that, obviously, if you think that somebody is kind of drawing extra cards on purpose, even though what they've technically committed isn't drawing extra cards, it's just stuff's happening, then yeah. But if it's been done on purpose, it's still a disqualifiable offence. And sure, as someone's saying in the chat, it's entirely possible for you've hit me with the Lone Revenants. I'm like, okay, I pick up my pen and I'm like, yeah, I'm taking 4. I'm not looking at the battlefield. I'm not looking at you. I look up. There's 4 cards in your hand. Sure, that's your hand of cards. Whatever. And then you pick one of them, and then you do something, and I'm like, wait, what are you doing? You just picked a card and put some on the bottom of your library. And it takes me a while to twig that it's Lone Revenant, and I'm like, whoa, do guys, that's like, well, I've still got the opportunity to see what's gone wrong, though. If you take that exact same scenario with Scroll Thief, you attack me with the Scroll Thief, something makes it not trigger. I don't know. I look down, I mark my 1 life, you draw the card, I look up, I've had no possibility whatsoever to see that you've drawn an extra card. And it's that possibility of you getting away with it, it's that potential for abuse that makes drawing extra cards worse than doing something wrong, which leads to you having an extra card in your hand. I will say it's the swing. There's a pendulum here. Policy has swung this way. Previously, there was a time when, resolving Lone Revenant incorrectly and ending up with an extra card in your hand would be, well, yeah, you've got extra cards, that's drawing extra cards, you're getting the game lost. Boom. Bang. That was a far less synthetic era of policy. And it's entirely possible that drawing extra cards will swing back a little back that way at some point. But to be honest, I'm quite glad that drawing extra cards hasn't changed, because it's an infraction that was quite notorious for changing in policy quite often. Something like 4 different versions of it over 2 years or something. So I'm quite glad it's settled down for a bit, and I think it's in a happy place. Although I agree with what you're saying in the chat, that there's still chances of it going quite wrong. But yeah, I agree with this policy. You've got quite a long time during a Lone Revenant activation, if that's incorrect, to realise that a mistake's happened and call a judge. And for that reason, I shouldn't reward you for playing dumb a bit longer, waiting for the card to go in the hand, and then go, well, that's drawing extra cards, so you're going to get the game loss. And that should wrap up this week's chat. If there's anything else you want to bring up, pop it in the chat. You've got about 30 seconds or something before I'm going to pull the stream properly this time, not the technically incorrect way of ripping the plug out of the wall. I would try very hard not to do that ever again. I don't have a solid plan of what I'm going to do for the next episode, but no, I don't know. Tune in next week, see what happens. It'll be exciting. I've just been reminded actually that the top 8 went rather spectacularly wrong, in that I paired everyone up for the top 8 correctly. I then kind of told them, and these are the brackets. The winner of this match will play the winner of this match. The winner of this match play the winner of this match. Only I think I got it wrong because we looked on Wizards Event Reporter, and Wizards Event Reporter said, no, the pairings are going to be something different. This was like in the top 8 bracket window. And I was like, okay. Oh, in that case, I'll believe what Word says. Then we actually went to pair the top 4, and it got a third possibility, which was even stupid. So I made a mistake with how the bracket should have gone. Were made a mistake with how the bracket should have gone, and then finally we ended up with the correct brackets. But really, it was entirely mental. I blame the very long day for me getting it wrong, and not my incompetence in any way whatsoever. No. I apologise profusely to the top 8 players. Thankfully, whilst one of the semi-finals had gone a long way, had gone on a long time, and the other, so the first semi was going to start whilst one of the quarters was still going, and I was like, yeah, sure, we know who's going to play, like, you guys go ahead. They hadn't actually started by the time it was all corrected, thankfully. That could have been a heck of a mistake. But yes, right, I'm done for this week. Thank you very much for tuning in. See you again soon. Bye-bye.